Hello everyone, this is TechStack here. Hey, we're back with more as I am launching the vanilla launcher on the other screen there. So I wanted to launch that because in order to do some playtesting tonight, hopefully we have the opportunity to do that, we need the stairs fixed. And the best way to fix the stairs is to get on the test server and do it. So that's what I'm doing that for. Now, I also know that we were working on setting up our tech tree beginnings. Hey, Tinkerbell. And really the only way we can accomplish that for units right now is to save these buttons as their own variable and then use that variable when we draw, wherever it is, draw GUI container, I don't know, wherever we draw the thing, to make sure that we're only drawing the pieces that we can. Like we disable the buttons basically. So let's do just that. We need a button for all of the different pieces here. So button minion, button archer, button what's the other one? Lancer, button pikeman. Okay, so there's that, and while we're doing this, let's get connected to the build server. Okay, so let's grab this minion here, and when we're spawning in or adding these buttons, we just need to hook them up, right? So archer, lancer, and pikeman. Okay. And if it will actually, okay, recognizes it finally. Then in container background layer, it draws the resource icon. So in here, I guess we can say activate the buttons or not. And we need to know our team. We have a reference to a player in this? No, we do not. We have a player inventory here, which I believe we can get the player off of. Yeah, player. Okay. So we can get a reference to a player here. So player equals player. All right, player. Third player. And we say player equals that. If I can hit the right buttons on my keyboard. By player entity then. Yeah, player entity, okay. And this player entity, we can get its name or get its team. So if that is not null, then player.getTeam.team.getName. There we go. And that name needs to be in the team info array. So we're going to say string team equals that, and team info ti equals RTS or TS dot team info array dot team info team. There's an enum that we've set up for teams somewhere. Team enum dot get ID from name, and that's what we want. So team. So that gives us our team into team info. So then we can say if ti dot minion. Wait, did we not save that? Oh, research first. Okay. Research. Is it not public? It is not. I guess we could say get research. Public research. Mod research. And that is going to be get research. Or like that, and we'll just return research. Why didn't it like that? It was just slow. So we can say dot get research dot archery. So if it has dot is unlocked, then archery or archer it's a button. Why isn't it? ARCHER dot. It's right here. Dot set. Nope, let's look at the lobby one real quick. Get the same value for that. Plop it in here because the lobby toggles its activeness. Set message. It's just active. Go. So we could actually just say archery or archer that is why I can't find that. There we go. Fine, I'll just fix you myself. Dot active equals that. So if the research is unlocked or not. Minion. Lancer. And whatever the last one was, pikeman. Let me just change this middle bit. Pikeman. Lancer. Minion. I guess it's soldier, wasn't it? Archer. Three. Okay. I'm just gonna put that in that order, and we should be all set. So when we go into this, what this should do is give us only the one option, minions, because everything else is going to default to not being researched. But we're on the build server. Let's go ahead and fix this while we're here. They're going to be over in this general direction, so I just need to get over here quick. Boop. And go inside them. And do that. Three, 4. And say save. There we go. Cool. So we can actually... I'll stay connected to the build server for the moment, just in case we find something else wrong. But let's go ahead and go into our test world now. Hey, Zach. Once this loads, go blue, ready, start, and hit Y. Unit recruitment. Oh, and we get a crash. That's not good. Okay, so Y. all pointer rendering screen, so the research might have been null. The soldiers could have been null, or minion could have been null. Let's start with the easy stuff here. If ti get research is not equal to null, it's probably the most likely. Let's go ahead and run. This probably didn't assign that variable anywhere, although it says new mod research right there. So that's research, and in mod research we didn't set up. That's what it is. But these should be set when we call the constructor for it, so maybe not. We'll find out. While that's running, on my other screen here, I'm going to go ahead and connect to the build server from FTP and download these structures. So here is the structure location on my computer. Connecting up to the server and getting the wall step files, dragging them over here. Yes, we want to replace everything. Let's see that those are updated. Go ahead and do the same down inside Eclipse to refresh the data structure. So it pulls those all in. Might need to restart Minecraft one more time for that to take effect, but that's okay. Boop boop. Yeah, my mic's working. Cool. Blue, ready, start. The villagers running through them things. Okay, Y. Unit recruitment and crash. Still the same thing. So is soldiers getting set? Let's put that there for a breakpoint. Run the game and go. Let's set a breakpoint there too. We'll see which part of it's null. So just guessing. Fire, are you there? Fire, I see you're lighting up, but I can't hear you. Wait, is it on my side? Hang on, Fire. Can you guys hear Fire? Oh man, exceeding. Video sounds. No, I can hear in Discord. I just can't hear you, Fire. I know you're talking. I can see you lighting up. Hello? You might need to restart Discord, man. If you're there, your mic's lighting up all weird. Okay, so that's the tower. And it no longer has the trapdoor. Cool. Okay, so Y, unit recruitment. And we get our breakpoint hit. And which problem or piece of it is the problem? Well, there's not minion that has a value. Is it TI? TI has a value. Obviously through get research has a value, so it has to be soldiers then. Right? Yeah, so soldiers didn't get a value. Interesting. You're still completely silent, Fire, if you're there. And this soldier's getting its value there. We have this breakpoint here, but it was never hit. So this is never called. Change to constructor. What did I do? Oh my gosh. That's what I intended all along, guys. That was a typo on my part. So, that's going to crash if I were to let it run. So let's kill it. Yep. And kill the server side too. Okay, run. Let's try this again. While this is running, we need to go into GitHub here and disable everything except for these new structures. Updated wall step structures to not have the trapdoor, so units can climb them. What is the mod going to be? It's a real-time strategy in Minecraft. So you build your economy, you build your troops, and away you go, attacking your enemies. It's intended to be multiplayer. Okay, we are hitting this part of the code now, good. So we can run this. Let this go all the way up here. And PS4 player, once I load in here, give you a better demonstration. So here's my Lancer troops. Alright, let's go to unit recruitment real quick. Okay, we are hopefully not going to crash this time. And we are not, good. We need to remove that breakpoint actually, so we can continue on through the code. Now we know it's good. Cool, so only minions are active right now. That's what we want. Okay, so I can select all my troops here. You see they got an outline on them. I can right click then and they start moving, or I tell them to move. And they do so in formations. If I were to place down my town hall, it looks like that for Team Blue. Each team's going to have a different themed set of buildings. Blue is more of a Viking or Nordic look to them. These blue X's that you're seeing here, those are the targets that the enemy wants to try and kill on your buildings. When they kill enough of these, the building for the town hall, they can attack mobs, yes. Hey Panda. They can destroy not only your town halls and your other buildings, but they also damage them along the way.
Hello.
Hi, Fire! You figured out your mic.
No, my mic was off and I wasn't in the room when you got back.
Oh, well, it was lighting up, but like you weren't saying anything, so I thought you were there and just couldn't get it going.
No, it was muted. It was probably just, I don't know. Sometimes my mic works even when it's muted, and
Gotcha.
maybe it's just the switch going bad on the cord. I don't know.
Yeah. So you can see this building is starting to take damage now, and if I kill it all the way here, by killing these last two targets, and the town hall's got a lot of health because it's the thing you need to protect. There we go. The building destroys. And if this were a real match, I would then be out of the game, right? Because town hall is all you gotta keep effectively. We're just doing unit recruitment with behind a tech tree. We had it unlocked before, so I can only recruit minions. You can see I've got a queue of things being built down here. I don't know if we've got anything to build them, so put down a barracks. Thank you, PS4 player. He comes out and is ready for action, right? So I can click him, give him commands by himself. Oops, this one. And so on. So there's a lot of stuff to it. If I go into the creative menu, all of these are different buildings you can build. A lot of them are repetitive because they're different mines for different ores. That's what the resources across the top are. Anywho, my goal is, looks like within the next hour or so, CZ's gonna be back in about another hour. Of course. Okay, so we might do a playtest of this with other people in about an hour or so. So let's finish off what we've got on the research then. Like, we're not going to have a complete research as far as being able to unlock it, but I think we can test it out good enough and then figure out how we're going to unlock stuff, potentially. Like how we're going to interact with the research system and all that. We also do we need a research center, you think, Fiery? Or should just having a town hall be enough?
I was thinking about that.
Like with what you're saying about only the minions unlocked at first, it might make sense to not have a research center. You know what I mean? Because you just have to place down town hall and a research center to even get a archer.
Yeah, I think it'd be. Oh yeah, yeah. Just choose the command center.
Okay. Where was this research? It's in here. Let's set these all to true now and restart the game and see if we can actually use them then. Because if we can, then this is effectively not breaking the game at all, and we can continue to playtest while I'm working on stuff. And then later on, all I have to do is come back here and say false instead of true if we don't want it. Hey, Philip. PS4, do you have troops who heal your troops that are damaged? Right now, no. We've got about 4 unit types in the game, but a support class is probably going to make it in. It's been suggested by lots of different people. I'm thinking something like a witch with potions, right? Because this is still Minecraft. And it just makes sense. Like, she can throw splash healing potions or something at her allies, or something like that. May backfire if there's enemies around. Okay, so Y screen, unit recruitment, all of them are unlocked. Cool. So we should see some pikemen come out here in a second. Let's grab everybody. Get them over there. Okay. I'm getting some lag spikes. It might be because I'm streaming. I want to see what my CPU is doing right now. It's sitting there about 40% used, so it's fine. Did a pikeman come out? About some minions, at least. Okay, there's one. Ah, so we have another barracks somewhere in the world. I just don't see it. Okay. Again, this world's getting too cluttered. And the red team, their base looks pretty cool. On the inside. Might have to be red tonight when we test. Let's see what else. So each research needs its own way of checking if that thing's already been researched. Like the prerequisites that are unlocked. But those prereqs are not valid either in this instance because we want a reference to them. Ooh. How did the achievements work? Or the advancements work? Net advancements. Criteria. Rewards. Parent. Is that thunder in Minecraft? Must have been. Yeah. So there's a parent and a sibling in this advancement tree node settings. Got to figure out how that's going to work. Displaying this crap's going to be the hardest part, Fire.
Yeah.
Let's see. If I select all this with the marquee tool. And let's put some text down. Oh, with the font that's funky and hard to read? Come on. How about something that's like actually gonna fit? 24. Okay, we're getting close. Now we need some good color to it. Let's grab black here. There we go, minion. You okay, Fire?
Huh?
You okay?
Yeah. Why?
Sounded like you were breathing into your mic.
Oh.
Didn't know if you were out of breath or something. Richard.
Sorry.
Fine. Answer. This one should be called what? Python. I'm almost thinking we set it up more like the traditional RTSs, where there's a single node that everything starts from, so minions or whatever, right? And that's unlocked. And from that, you can branch to anything on the next layer to the right. And each of those have their own branches. And that's the layout. Take Pikeman and move it down. Say there. Lancer would go in the middle. Or maybe it's, you know, as we add new ones, they could move up and down. And Armory, right? That's a tier 2 type of research. So tier 1's minions. Not even tiers. What's the right word? A level 1 research is minions. It's unlocked automatically. Level 2's archers, lancers, armory, pikemen. And, you know, each one of these has a thing it unlocks. These 3 are units. This middle one's a building. And you go from there. I could live with that. It's all about the depth in the hierarchy then. Meaning, if you're a child, you're at level 2. If you're a grandchild, you're level 3. And so on. Do we know what all researches we want?
I don't think we have that locked down yet.
Okay, let's start with that, because I need to know... I need to know how this is going to work before I can code for it even. And I don't know how it's going to work right now. So let me get a document open that we can use as a reference here. So, oh, wait, do we... Let's use Trello. Logged into Trello real quick here. Create a new board somehow, somewhere on Trello. TS, RTS. RTS craft is what we said, right? Research. Okay, so here's my Trello. So L0. L1, L2, L3, and L4. Let's stop there because I don't know if we're going to even have that many. Oh. Okay, so on 0 we'll have minions. Hey, Kate. And then lancers. This almost needs like a flowchart software to do this, right? But we'll keep going with this. Lancer, pikeman, archer, armory, siege workshop, marketplace, trebuchet. Trebuchet might be a tier 2 from siege workshops. Or level 2. Walls. Watch towers. Advanced armor. So I could see watchtowers being something that is linked to walls, armor to armory, trebuchets to siege workshops. It feels like there should be more to this, but I don't know what else there is. And maybe I'm making it too simple. Maybe it needs to be iron armor, iron weapons, and so on. But I really don't want to have to have each of those there. I'm still not sold that archers and pikemen and lancers all need to be unlocked either. Okay, so bowmen or crossbows. Be lining up with the archers there. I don't know what else to add. So that's only the starting level, which is what you start with, right? And then 2 more levels of detail. So I'm just going to do underscores here and underscores here, underscores there. So this would be for the Lancer and the Pikeman. Then crossbows lines up with that. Advanced armors lines up with that. It's Siege Workshop with that. And Watchtowers with walls. So maybe it's a bit like this.
Oh, silly YouTube. Why would I want to watch this in 140p?
Why would you want to watch anything in 140p? Unless you're watching it on your watch or something.
Right?
It'd be so crappy.
I think even watch ones have better graphics than that.
Yeah. I mean, I could not have laid out the entire research in, what, 10 cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 11 if you count the one that's unlocked automatically.
Well, there's not a lot in yet. You see, the further along the research branch is where all the advanced stuff that you wanted to start working on comes.
But what? What else? Machine guns? I've got...
Weapons?
Huh?
Advanced weapons, and then, yeah, gunpowder weapons, and then eventually maybe laser weapons. Who knows? It's a matter of how far down the rabbit hole do you want to jump. The only reason I said to work on this first is so that you at least have it and it's ready, and you don't have to be like, okay, well, now I have all of these things that I have to add to it, you know.
Right. But
it's easier to add another slot to an already existent list than have to make the entire list and make that work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, if I can plan it out, though, that's the problem. I don't know what else to put on this right now. So we need 2 more.
Well, I mean, it's not like you can't add slots as we go along, right?
So this could be, instead of that, it could be, what you call them? Battering rams.
Yeah. For like going for the gate.
Yeah. So that could be actually there, and then trebuchets could be over here after battering rams. You got your early Christmas present, and hi, Spiderman. So with this setup, it's like one prerequisite per. Some of them might have the same prerequisite. So archers are required before you can get crossbow, armory before advanced armor. So I think this is unlocks iron. This unlocks diamond armor. Siege weapons, siege workshop might come with one siege weapon. I don't know what. Maybe the battering ram, and then we have like catapults here or something instead, and then trebuchets are upgraded. Walls and then watchtowers. Marketplace is just its own thing. So, Spooderman, I'm trying to lay out what the tech tree might look like as far as what the researches should be. What does the stream look like, guys? It's kind of blurry for me when I look at it. Is it blurry for you? Oh, wait. No, never mind. It just needed to load in. It's fine.
Is your computer trying to make you watch YouTube in 142?
No, when I clicked on it, it said 1080, but it quickly went from potato to 1080 quality. Spooder, you still got those? That's like an important thing to take care of, man. I know that's not your control, but...
Otherwise, yeah, that looks good for now.
I know, but it just seems like... Is it even worth adding it if this is all we gotta do? That's why I'm like... I was thinking there'd be this grand tech tree that's like 10 layers deep, but we've got one that's 3 layers deep. Everything else is 2.
Well, then we start add to it.
But what? That's what I'm saying.
I only wanted the list there so that you could, have it ready.
Yeah, I get that.
Now
but
we
like,
can add to it.
if it's this simple, I'm gonna make it stupid simple for me to code though. But if it's complex, then that's completely changes how I'm gonna do it. When I say stupid simple, I am literally just gonna make a bunch of buttons on the screen that have all these names on them, and draw lines between them in a picture, right? And be
that's all
done.
you need.
But like, if we're gonna make it super complicated, then I probably can't do that. Oh, you want... So, Spooderman, I've heard bed bugs are really hard to get rid of, man. So, hopefully that does it for you, but it's not going to be limited to just your bed, is what I've heard. So, like, if you have a nightstand beside your bed, they might be underneath that, and that kind of stuff.
I'll be right back, Tech.
Yeah. I literally might just make a screen that has 4 columns on it. The first column has minions as its only button. And then these buttons, and these 2 here are just placeholders. They don't actually show a button. Same for these 3, and this. And we've got our tech tree. try and put buildings and stuff down below, I guess. What I'm trying to do here. You can take your horse to the Old Town Road. So this shows me there's no point in having those there at all, because everything has a blank going across there, so those are basically useless then. So we could compact it down like that. So we only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 then buttons. No, oh, you mean literally to the ground, man. Well, that's good. Maybe whoever's helping you with it's already done the research and knows what I was talking about.
I'm back.
Okay. All those fees are gonna get expensive.
The joke that never gets old.
What
Like,
joke?
you all are so welcome for that joke. Okay, I mean, just you're never gonna forget me because of that joke.
Back in my day, there was this guy named Fiery. Or so we thought, until he came back one day. Then he was named
And then he was
back.
back. But wait, it gets even more, because later in that same day, he said he was back again.
And then he said, I'm here. And I got really confused at that point. Okay, let's add another screen. And just start laying this funness out.
Careful, your sarcasm is showing.
Research screen. Okay, and we need a container for the research screen. And a container provider. Okay, we gotta get that research container in here first. Okay, so now we can change this to say research container. Research. Research. Mod containers. Okay, so this is where we need to put it in here then. Almost broke down and bought Boneworks today. But I didn't because I knew I needed to be making this mod. I knew if I got it, then that would be what I'd want to do instead of making the mod. At least for a short time. Can you enchant the unit's weapons? Currently no. Later, probably. I guess that's another research, right? Research container. Okay. Currently, the research screen doesn't have anything functional. It does the same thing as the unit recruitment screen, but it's there now. We do need to show costs somehow to the player, though. So that's going to be something we're going to have to be creative about. Because currently there's no way of showing cost. Shoot. Okay, so let's go back to the main menu screen then and add one more button to it. After unit recruitment, it's just called research. And we'll call the button something. Like that. Okay, and then inside the button handler, code, generic GUI handler, there we go. Case, reference, dot that, network hooks. Let's grab this code, change it. Research container provider. So research is because that's what we're working on, right? We're working on adding a research to the game. But the container part of it, in Minecraft, there's two components that make up a menu on the screen. The screen component and a container. The container gets created on the server. The screen or GUI gets created on your client. So that's the two pieces to it. And they talk back and forth, basically. Come on, realize that that's a thing now. Duplicate case, really? So number 14's already there. Yep. Why do I keep doing this to myself, making these out of sequence? Number 15 then. Now it's happy, cool. There's one more spot we need to go. I think it's in the proxy class right here. And we need to tie the two together. So when the container opens up, we know which screen to open up. So research container opens the research screen. Like that. Cool. I can say I enjoy it. All right, we need to change this as well. This needs to take the right type. Search container. And it'll still be here. I started coding around 16. And there's lots of people that code earlier than that, so. I also want to fix this stupid control thing too at some point, where it automatically binds it to another key. I had an idea of what it is, why the number 2 key is L messed up. In fact, maybe that's what I should do very next, because I know I'm not going to finish the research for tonight's playtesting. But I might be able to fix that bug. And break the control groups all together. Yay! Blue, ready, start. Y, research. And it says the same things. Cool. So we have the screen available to us. These buttons actually would do the same thing, I think. So, research, minion. Yeah, they're recruiting minions into the queue, so... Okay. We have a Christmas tree, yes. It's quite the colorful one. So let's try this by going in and looking at this control modifier and getting the mod control, and it is currently set to 0x2. Okay, so that's a integer of 0 to x2. So if I search for that, it's only that one. Interesting. That's surprising to me. Okay, so what's key 2 set to? 50. What about the numpad too? Keypad is that? Cool. It's a lot of ribbon on that. Okay, well, here's what I'm going to do instead. So, my client events currently is looking for a control modifier, control group. I'm going to get rid of that one. That immediately airs this off. But I believe when we do this, we can say dot modifier, get keys modifier. Okay, so that might be it. So is active on it. Needs a context though. Crap. There was some way you could get if the control key was pressed, and I can't remember how it is. That's what I want to do, other than having a binding set up for it. So, control This might be the proper key to use. Let's try that instead. Okay, let's kill the game, restart the game, see if that sets up correctly then. In fact, I'm just going to call it key.control instead so that it rebinds for all of us automatically. I want my number 2 key back for actually going to the second position of the hotbars while I'm doing this. It's so annoying that it's not set. Let's do a couple commits while we're doing this. So we know that the client stuff is not part of this commit. Everything else pretty much is. Work on starting research. Yeah, that's enough. I don't know what else to call it than that. So boop, push that up. Let's go into the world. Push the number 2 key on my keyboard and see if we go to the number 2 slot on our hotbar. If we do, it's amazing, and then we'll make sure that we can do the rest of it.
Alright, what'd I miss?
Well, I started work on research. It's not going to be complete tonight, but just laying the foundations, basically. The number 2 key actually goes to the second hotbar slot.
Oh, you fixed it?
Maybe, maybe. Get some units out here so I can select somebody. So 8, select you, Control Z. I fixed it, I think. Yep. It's now. So remember, it was like control group was always bound to like key 2. I was using the wrong reference in the Java lightweight libraries. There's another one that's for the left control. So your left control will be the default now. And number 2 is no longer conflicting them.
Ah, okay.
Sweet. That's huge to me, because I hated that.
It was very annoying, but very weird. And it was one of those really annoying bugs that, like, we didn't need it to be fixed. It was just constantly annoying.
Well, it's finally annoying enough. Where I fixed it.
I guess I should should I start planning out a siege workshop, or should I start building a research center? Which one's going to be needed first?
So, okay.
Is a research center going to be a building?
That was my initial thought. So we started planning out research, and I built a Trello board just to visualize what a screen might look like, right? That's what I've got on my screen right now if you're watching the stream. And there's not a lot to put on it right now for research. So Fiery was suggesting we start with just minions. You have to research archers, pikemen, and lancers. I'm not sold on that, but I understand where he's coming from. And then from there, there's the armory. You research the armory itself. That gives you the building. A marketplace, the walls, a siege workshop. And that's kind of like your level 1 researches, right? And then level 2 researches would be things that are dependent upon a level 1 being complete. So a level 2 of crossbows is dependent on archers. Or advanced armor, which I'm thinking is diamond armor, would be dependent on having armory done. Go ahead, you guys thought already?
Huh? No.
Okay. So watchtowers is dependent on walls, battering rams on siege workshops, and trebuchets on battering rams, right? So that's kind of the 3 levels, if you will. With that though, I was thinking we would want to research building, and maybe it still makes sense. But do we want to have to, right off the bat, place down a town hall and then turn around and place down a research center to do anything other than minions? Having...
No. There,
Yeah.
there should be at least one unit that you can build without needing to do any research.
Minions.
I think minions, yes, and I think that the archer was probably also one that you should be able to train without any research. But even as I'm saying that, I'm thinking about how strong the archers are,
Mm-hmm.
and just to encourage a little bit of play with more minions. You might actually want to require research for the archer.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not sold 100% on research for those three other basic types, right? But I see why he's saying it too, right? Because of the exact same thing you're saying. They are more powerful. Without them, you have no need for minions, other than we might make minions dirt cheap.
I think minions are dirt cheap either way, but yes, that's where I'm coming from.
And then, so do we need to place down a building to do research?
Well, what I think would be cool is if maybe in the GUI, if you can buy a research table or something, and you place down the research table. I mean, I guess you could place it down wherever you want to at that point. Maybe that's not a good idea. I'm wondering if maybe we could just utilize the town halls that already exist, and they have to they somehow unlock the town halls, or maybe we start putting a research center in the town hall, and the cost of it is that you physically have to go to the research table and interact with it in person instead of in the GUI, and then there's no building that you have to place down to unlock it.
I think the only benefit in having a, well, I'll call it physical representation of the research center in some form is that your enemy can kill it. If your enemy can't kill it, there's no benefit in adding it to the game.
So what happens when you kill it?
I think you can't do new research then. You have to have that building down to unlock the button in the GUI that says, start researching this, please. And the research center itself, if we had a physical representation of it, is what contributes the research work. So maybe, that's another thing. Maybe we could buy 2 research centers, and the research centers could each contribute double the work than if you buy 2. Or not each, but you know what I mean. In total, they do double the work, so it research faster.
There will be a research queue, and I would think it makes most sense right now to only allow one research at a time, and the researches take, a decent amount of time. Not half an hour, but
yes, I think there will be a probably configurable amount of time for each research, and the researches can only be done one at a time. You can't say, I want archers, pikemen, lances, and all of them go in the same amount of time. No, I think it's one at a time. Maybe you can switch what you're working on, but not... Okay. Does research need resources to start it? So should we have a thing that says to do archers, you need to spend 100 food or whatever it is, right? So that you have to save up for it and then use it to get it. Now, I was initially thinking yes, but thinking about it more, maybe we don't if we want to be able to switch back and forth between researches.
No, I think you set a research going, and it just works until it's complete. And then once it's done, you'll get a little chat message that says that it's researched now, and you can start another one. I think you can only do one at a time, and it's up to me as the player to go and start the next research once
Right.
the first one completes.
Right. No doubt about that. That if you don't have one pick chosen, then it's just wasted time, basically.
And I think if I pick another one while it's working, I either shouldn't be allowed to do that, or it should somehow be a confirmation and then let me just start over. Like if I click Siege Workshop before I click Archery, that probably doesn't make sense, and I might realize that and say, oh, I forgot. I should probably get archers first before I start getting trebuchets.
Right.
So I would want to be able to cancel it in that case and switch over to archery.
And that's what I was getting at. I think that's a valid thing. But also,
I think you lose progress, though. That's what I'm saying.
In most games, you could keep your progress if you started that. In most other RTS games, at least. So if you start, I don't know, Siege Workshops like you're talking about, and you get 10% done, then you can save that 10% and start working on archers. So it doesn't really put you behind, but it's a way to counter, oops, I did the wrong thing. My enemies, I don't know, got lancers and I need to counter them with archers, if that even makes sense. Right, so now I need to get archers real fast and prioritize that. So I think we both agree that we should be able to switch. How we should switch is where we're different, and that's okay. What about the cost thing, though? Should there be cost other than time associated with research?
I think yes. I think it should cost resources, and it should take a decent amount of time.
I agree.
I think we're all in agreement now. The cost should be there. I just want to make sure you guys agree.
Yeah, for now we could set it to something low just to play with the times and see what makes sense for the pace of the game. And what I'm wondering now is if destroying the research center, it just means that you have to build another research center before you can continue your research. You're not going to get put back in the tech tree.
Yes, it's not going to take away anything you've already gotten. It's just going to prevent you from moving forward in progress. Especially if we do the concept of the research center block is what's contributing the research work. And there's a queue of work that needs to be accomplished before that research is done. So archery might take 100 units of research, and that 100 units of research isn't a set amount of time. It's just 100 units of research. And one research center does 10 research units every 10 seconds. So it would be 100 seconds in total to do archery with one research center, and 50 seconds with 2 research centers. Like
maybe.
Like
I think for starters, you might just want to make it like you make one, and that's just the rate that it goes at.
And having a second is just redundancy and does
having a
nothing
second,
extra.
you just wasted your resources. At least for playtesting, just so we can work out what these are like. Then you can add that in later on once you have a basic tech tree.
Just so you know, it's actually easier if I just code it straight up front, because they'll work exactly like every other block I have for this game.
Okay.
If I make it so that if you have 2, they'll be twice as fast.
Then yeah, I guess go ahead and set it. Go ahead and program it that way, and that's.
Come on, Trello, catch up to me. Research requires resources.
Each research subject requires resources, and they require a different number of resources and a different amount of time. And I don't know if we might want to put it in the config just for playtesting, but for the release version, you might not want to put those in the config, because then you're just like you've created another a lot of things that people can play with. But
well, we've already done that. The
Yeah,
config is rather large.
yeah,
But I could see somebody doing this. and that is I don't want the research. I want to play with everything immediately. So set all the research to enabled already, and boom, they've got everything.
Okay, yeah.
Or set it to I want a fast game, set all the work units to 0, and as soon as I click the button, I've got it. Blah, blah, blah. Come on. I like Trello and I hate Trello at the same time. I want this all to show on the card. Not like it is. Is it Alt Enter? No. Control Enter? No. You just can't do new lines. Cool.
So it doesn't show the description on the card, it just shows
Yeah,
the title.
I guess. I know I've gotten bigger cards before. And I was only using this... Oh, there's Gazer. I was only using this because I wanted to just use it for quick layouts.
Yeah.
Because I could push these around, up, down, however I wanted.
Have you and Fiery already talked about resource production upgrades?
No, but I kept saying, what else do we need for the tech tree?
Yeah, I think a resource production upgrade makes sense to throw in here. Maybe not all of them, but especially the ones that we need a lot of. You could have an upgraded sawmill. You can maybe goldsmithing or something could be called, and it would increase your gold production.
Okay. Fix. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Let me see if I've got an issue already for that control group number 2 thing. So I can close it with this. I don't know if there is.
Is build server updated to the build that we played with yesterday?
Probably not.
So I'm I don't know what build I'm on.
Build world has 60. currently.
60, and I'm at 61.
You'll
So
probably be able to connect without problems.
I can definitely connect. I'm just wondering if I'll run into any issues, but we'll find out. And if there are, then I can go back to 60 if I need to.
Do you still want to do a playtest tonight?
Yeah, we can.
Gazer, you gonna join us?
You got time for a playtest? Play to win?
Yeah, actually play to play this time, not just play to battle each other. Control group key and hotbar key 2 not working. He's asking if we've had any good playtest.
Oh, he doesn't have a PC.
Huh?
No, we didn't. We didn't do any for real playtesting, Gazer. We logged on yesterday and we just kind of messed around with comparing units to each other. So we threw 10 pikemen at 10 lancers and saw that I think the pikemen won every single time.
No,
but
it was
just barely.
back and forth. There was some lancers
Okay.
that won sometimes, so they were pretty evenly matched.
But then the archers could. No, the pikemen still took out the archers, didn't they?
I think so.
I think the pikemen still took out the archers, so it might be beneficial, or building pikemen might just be the strongest unit in the game now. And they're a little bit more expensive.
They're different. So lancers are still quicker, and speed is also an important aspect in this. Why is it not building? What'd I do wrong? View on GitHub? Did I not merge that pull request? I didn't.
So I should wait to go and get the new one.
Yeah, like 5 seconds. 62 is being built right now. Okay, let's in Gazer, sometime I'll have to talk to you about how to use World Painter, because I was trying and failing at it. Because I want to make a map too at some point. Okay, 62's there and ready for us to download.
Confirmed.
Anyone else watching from TS Craft that wants to join us for a playtest? Clear the map. Okay, now this is going to be green fields again. Do we want to do green fields or another one? Hello, OS.
Greenfields is the one that I am most comfortable with because it's the one that we've just played the most.
Yeah.
Gazer, do you have any suggestions? We did notice that the walls basically only work, they don't work on diagonal openings very well, so you kind of have to just make a corner. And then when you make a corner, it's more vulnerable.
You're thinking an external corner. You can make an internal corner as well.
Yeah, you can make an internal corner. And then your internal, yeah, I guess your internal corner isn't as vulnerable.
Yeah, because it's completely hidden from
I'll be right back.
the enemy. It helps if I hit play, huh? So I think there might be an advantage of us playing a different map from one aspect alone. And that is the walls will connect fully on some of these maps. Right, so here's all the maps. These top row of maps that Gazer has are maps that will... What's the word? Where there's a roundedness to the wall, right? It's not a straight vertical wall. Versus these, I think, have straight vertical walls, these last few with the gray walls. That would be the advantage. So if we played on positive free-for-all, that might be good. It's got more gold resources there, too. Are you opposed to playing on that one, CZ?
Sorry, I was building. Positive free for all? No.
Okay.
I'm down for whatever.
Fire, you good with that one?
Just not too many curveballs. He's away.
Oh. Gazer likes positive. He says. Town. Sounds like Fiery might be back. Or is
No,
that
that's
CZ
me.
dying? Okay.
That's me.
I'm used to Fiery being the one that...
Yeah. Don't say his name 3 times. He'll just appear.
Fiery. Wait. Back. No, he didn't appear. And so I'm going to reset that map then. Change active map to be this. Blop and restart that world. Go get build 62 CZ. Join me on this server.
Alright, just a second. Oh, Gazer, we did all the town halls in the tribal themes. So those are updated now. The reason that I'm delaying joining tech is because I'm trying to do the stables. But it's not working out great so far. So
And
now I
Gazer,
quit.
the reason that I was asking for how to use World Painter wasn't for the nodes and stuff like that. It's how do you mirror what you've done. because I don't want to build a map to actually play on. I want to build a map to make a video of, with raised hills that you can shoot down on into valleys and blah blah blah. That's tough. And it's probably mostly I haven't even tried to look how to use the tools. That's probably why I don't know how to do it. Like I had it open and I painted a hill and I'm like, okay, how do I rotate this around now to mirror it? And gave up like 5 minutes later. So we've got diamonds. Okay, so you come in, you spawn in this huge open area in the very center, right? And there's the 4 directions again. There's a gap on each one. There's straight vertical walls, so you can place a wall all the way up against them if you get the right spacing there, right? So remember the walls take a 3 gap, and the gate I think is 5 wide. Just keep that in mind. Then inside, in the center, there's the trees with the wood resources all around. There's diamonds directly behind that, which mean nothing to us. Iron behind that. Stone behind that. And to the left and to the right, there is gold. And to the left of that, there's more stone and iron. Stone and iron. And that's the nodes. Well, best option to stream is to stream wall painter while I talk on voice about it. And then access piece for a while. Gotcha. Yeah, that's fine. It's really not a rush for even this week. Like it's.
Well, you can probably figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll have to download it too. Maybe I can help you. So I made a couple of maps in World Painter, not as many as Gazer now, but it's not too bad as far as I remember.
And I could probably just wing it for what I wanted to do. And just do it manually mirrored, but yeah. I kind of want to learn the tool too for other things later on.
We got stone. Is it? There's still only 1 gold? No, there's 2 gold nodes.
There's 2 gold nodes.
2 gold nodes.
2 iron nodes. No, 3 iron nodes. And 3 stone.
Pikemen are the way to go.
I'm back.
Did we update the unit costs and everything?
Build
Build 62s on the server.
Let's
Sorry.
I already got it.
restart
Oh, okay.
the server here, CZ, and make sure I do have the latest configs then. Because I think I put them into the code, but I didn't necessarily get them on the server. So let's just restart.
Did you see that AI dungeon thing that I posted?
Where'd you post it?
Game Dev Talk.
No, I didn't click on it. I seen you posted it, but I didn't click on it because I wasn't.
So it's like Zork, like it's a text adventure game, but
Okay.
it's powered by the open AI from Elon Musk.
Oh,
So
grief.
you can do anything. You can type whatever you want and have complete conversations with the NPCs, and then just it's nuts.
Okay.
I was just messing around with it, and it's really fun.
Okay, the server is back up. So, Gazer, I just want to make or start working on the trailer for this thing. That kind of thing.
He wants to make the Age of Empires 4 map from the trailer.
Parts of it, yeah.
Yeah. Just make the whole thing. Replace the whole game in Minecraft.
Working on it. You know what's missing in this still, right?
I'm in creative. Hang on.
Oh. Hacks! Hacks!
I'm gonna go
I didn't
west.
see you.
Hopefully nobody else is going west.
Well, now that you said.
Does this one
won't.
connect on the sides? It does, doesn't it? Oh
Are
wait,
you-
no, there you are. Is this the middle?
This is the middle one, yeah.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is the middle.
well, I'm gonna go east.
We almost ended up in the same area, CC.
Good. I'm glad I said something.
I'm going to another undetermined direction.
Me too. By the way, your skin stands out really good. Fire.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Probably just like mine, because we're almost the same color.
I'm gonna have to switch over to a camouflage or something.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to avoid the mistake that I made last time I played on this map, which was putting my town hall way too close to one of the gold nodes. Then I couldn't make all the gold I wanted. Oh, that's awesome. Gazer, you seeing this? How cool is that? We have themed buildings now. For some of the buildings, at least. We'll get there. Ignore the research button, guys. Doesn't actually do anything. Hey, thank you, stars. Awesome. Okay, so everyone, I'm just setting up these to get production going. And I can't commentate too much with these guys in the chat with me.
No, we'll let you go ahead. I mean,
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's going to be, I'm placing down this resource node. Now I'm placing this, right? So I guess it's not too telling.
This map has a lot more resource spots than the other one that we were playing.
For some of the resources, yes. I don't think it has
everything
as much
that I've
wood.
seen so far. It has.
The
there's
wood's
everything.
harder to get because the trees themselves are closer. What am I looking for? This. Oh, that would be bad if we actually had that as a resource. You could accidentally place your lumberyard over some of the diamond spots
Yep.
very easily. Oh my gosh, really?
I'm the landscape you need to see. You are the artist I'll never be. I'm so sorry I never stay. Overreact and just walk away. Take me back to the place I know.
I don't think the
Power to let things go.
config for resource gathering is a thing yet. So like your 17 food or whatever from one farm is not a thing.
Okay. It's just set to whatever your defaults were in the
Yeah,
config.
which I think is one because there was no config initially. So each thing gets one of those things.
Wait, each.
Each
That's why it takes so much lumber then.
That's why it takes so much farms too.
Farms I don't really run into an issue with, even when I was doing a bunch of stables, because they're so cheap. The only thing with farms is how much space they take up.
I'm stalled at the moment. I can't produce more resource things because I need stone for all of them. or wood. And the thing that needs wood is the stone production.
Yep.
It's about to be night. Nope, it's not fit. Let's do it here then. I feel like I'm wasting so much of the wood spots. There's just no good pattern for placing these things.
Yeah, they're still hard to squeeze in because they're not organized. I'm definitely getting more than the number of farms that I have.
Well, your town hall's 5 too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I think that needs to be a higher priority issue tag.
I imagine it's not even an issue on the log, so that's probably why I keep forgetting about it till I go to play, and then I'm like, hey,
Well,
that's not doing it right.
Gazer, you want to add us an issue?
I just put down 3 stone production things. And I can't make more stone now. Because it needs too much stone to make stone. I exhausted my stone making stone. Bloody peasants complaining of wood placement, he says. It's fine, Gazer. Once we get the issue that we were just describing logged and I work on it, then that issue goes away. Because we'll have abundance of it from just a few spots. I guess that brings up another point, and that is we were talking earlier about adding research, right? And the research would have costs associated with it. Right now, we struggle to get enough economy going to feed our armies, right? To get them established. So another reason for having what you're talking about with the configs. So we can bump up those production rates. And then feed the research center in addition to our armies. Why can't I place that? Oh. Really? What? 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 Get out of here, boy. There's only one way out.
You want to give me a free ride back?
Oh yeah, I guess if I let you go, you have to walk. Ah, whoa! What the heck? Oh, you brought troops with you? I didn't see them. Dang it. I didn't see your troops. No. They are wreaking havoc in my place. Ah. Thanks for the full health bar now.
Thank you for letting me just destroy all of your lumber farms.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Alright, this was a successful attack. How are you doing, Firing?
It was a successful attack, yeah.
Early game. If you can,
Yeah.
you can rush minions early game and it works. And now I have like 50 pikemen just waiting on me because I don't have research.
Yeah. Dang it, grass, get out of my way. I want to hit the minion, not hit the grass. Ah!
He still got you.
They're so hard to hit.
You need minions. See, I let Fiery Turtle up. I'm gonna have to go for him.
I don't even know if I got them all. That's the worst of it. I can't tell if they're still here.
Yeah, you just need a few.
Everything is freaking gone. That was so good, CT.
Minions are strong early game, and that's how I think they should be. But that means that walls and watchtowers and things might need to be available early game. You need some sort of method to notify you that, hey, there's troops here.
Yeah. And Gazer has a point. Like, there's no way to know when something starts to get attacked. You only know when it's destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have no idea how to count this out, but this is how much wider? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's just wide enough. So if I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, that would work as well. And then this shall not happen as easily, at least.
That's what you got to get in before they get walls.
Yeah.
Dang it! You can't get 5 gold mines on
That's such
one
a huge
node here.
setback, not having that lumber now that long. Hey, Enchanted Demon. Oh, no! There's still minions here! No! No!
There are?
Yes! Dang it!
Gosh. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean for it to be that devastating.
You know how I knew they were here? I placed down another lumberyard and they just came out of the woodwork running for it. There. There's still one guy left at least. Dang it. That was so good, man. Like, that set me back to the point where I might lose now, but I'm grinning ear to ear right now because it was so good. That's exactly the kind of tactics like I love about strategy games, is that early game rush capability that just totally sets off or throws off your whole ability to do anything.
And I favor the rush strategy. So I want to make sure that's always available in the game. And it is right now, so I'm pretty happy with that.
I'm typically the same way. Like, I can turtle. I can't turtle as well as Gazer. but I prefer to get in there and disrupt people early on, right? Because right now your economy was doing things while mine was getting its face wrecked, right? Severely.
Yeah,
And now my attention is rebuilding instead of... Go ahead.
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I got just enough to get minions, and I let things just sit while I went over and attacked you.
Yep.
So it worked pretty well for me.
Oh, I just realized you can finally set it up so that you can put a rally point before you actually start getting units recruited.
So I wonder how long I've been trying to talk to people with my mic muted.
The entire game,
I
Fiery.
mean, that's a while, yeah.
Hey Tech, can you come over by my area?
I'm still trying to recover, Fiery. I don't have time to go over there. You need me to go open creative or something?
Yeah. Well, yeah, creative.
I
will
can
work.
come to
I
your
don't have
area, Fire.
Yeah, CC's willing to come over where you are. I'm in spectator, so it won't damage anything. What's up, Fire?
Do you hear something dying?
Yes.
Can you figure out what it is? Because I don't have anything over here.
One of your
No
walls.
troops or anything.
Somehow you put something over top of your wall, and it's suffocating. One of the wall blocks is suffocating down there.
Mm.
I don't know how you managed to do that, but wow. Yep, mm-hmm. Okay. Back out of cheaty mode, I guess.
Yeah, no cheating.
Nope, wait. Went back into spectator. Okay, mode, survival. Okay. I have a feeling this could be a long match, guys. At least for you two. I want to do this one first. What? Oh. Wrong building. Try to put a stone mine down on iron. Did it finally disappear?
Yeah.
I mean, you were kind of packing them in there tight there, Fire.
Oh, and there is a CZ chiseling his way through.
You have so many walls here. Why did you block yourself in? You just want to go full turtle.
He's gonna run over the top of the walls, probably. He's gonna build one of them stairs and then jump over.
His units won't follow him, though.
They should now. That's part of the reason I wanted to do the no clip thing, or not the no clip, but the no push thing, so they can get through the door in that building. They would just shove on each other and not go through it before.
We're through, boys. We're through. Attack Fiery.
You made me have a little panic attack there when you said we're through.
God, those guys are so OP.
Who's that, Fire?
The pikemen.
Are they really?
They're like 2 hits, 3 hits on a player. See, like CZ is showing off just how OP they are by walking across my entire yard and just decimating me.
Cool. Sounds fun.
With 10 troops, CZ?
20. 20 pikemen.
Yeah, you're right, Gazer.
What did he say?
He's helping me. Tell me to keep an eye on unit production, basically. There's also a disadvantage to that too, and that's what I'm experiencing right at the moment. I bought a bunch of troops, and now I can't place down unit or resource gathering. I'm probably just now to the point where you guys were when you attacked me. Or right after you attacked me. Because I spent most of that time trying to get back up to speed. That was a good, what, 5 minutes setback at least?
They are really strong. You basically have to have units to fight the pikemen.
Yeah. Because they like literally just wiped my entire base without slowing down.
Is that all you have?
guys.
Oh,
Seriously.
your town hall is invincible, so that will help you.
How is this town hall
There
invincible?
it goes. Okay. Maybe it must have been lag on my part. Okay.
It's not the bug
Fiery,
from the net.
your town hall is being destroyed. I am backing off because I'm a gentleman. You want to give me a free trip back?
I'll give our troops a free trip back too.
Okay, I'll wander back. Marines town. Oh no! They
Rip.
just did it.
RIP. I'm telling you, your guys, they stayed around and they did serious damage to my base after you left. Their own AI can do. Oh, can do
You
some
want
serious.
spectator firing?
I can give it to myself. I just need to stay alive long enough.
That was interesting.
This one guy's still chipping away at the walls.
They push still.
Yeah. My case has been made.
They are strong. Once they're locked behind research, it's going to make a lot more sense for them to be this strong.
I'm saying though, they shouldn't be that strong against buildings. They were only meant to counter the horse guys.
Right.
The horse guys were the ones that were supposed to be counters for
Archers.
archers and buildings and
Yeah, the only thing that should be strong against a building is the siege weapons.
yeah.
Or massive numbers of units,
It's not
right?
that they're strong against buildings, it's just that they're strong. You're saying they should be weaker against buildings.
Probably they should be weaker in general.
Tech, how you doing? You want to keep playing?
Oh, sure. I won't back down just from that little bit of setback.
I'm saying I could probably come in and do the same thing I did to Fiery. Feeling pretty cocky right now.
Okay. There we go, and then okay, good boys, you need to do that.
Oh, it's not even worth me running back to get gold. It'll take too long.
So let's test this. If I go like that, let's deselect everything. And grab a few. And tell them to come up here. And that might have been a mistake because of that. Oh no, you jerk! You jerk! Come on there, boys. Those things still don't attack players, by the way.
The watchtowers?
Yeah. How'd you get me?
I can jump.
Oh. Gosh. Okay.
We're through, boys. Through phase 1. Attack the units. Don't. Ah! That barracks was a poor choice. Now, are gates and walls cheap enough that you can just immediately throw them back up? Because I think they are.
Well, it depends how much you have saved, really, for something like that. And what, you took out a gate? That was it?
I took out 2 gates.
No, I opened it, so you wouldn't
Oh,
destroy
you opened it? Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay.
That's why I doubled it, so I could control when I go in and out.
That's an interesting tactic.
What's stopping me from placing it now? Huh. Okay, let's do it this direction then. And we need to... And let's place down one of these as well. And do this. Okay, that should be set. Just click again to make sure. And let's do this again. There. What the heck?
Were they spawning where I thought they were spawning fire? Yay!
They got a wall section too. He's open actually.
So I think I was getting like 2 or 3. I don't know.
Dang! Cookie clicker time.
Did you kill all my horses? Jeez. You're getting a very good defense for, like, I presume I have more economic power than you. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna just stay in there for that.
Good job.
That beat down.
Well, you didn't see that it was there before, I guess.
No, I didn't.
That's a gazer trick.
There needs to be like a different type of toast message too that's like, how the heck did that guy get there? Unit lost. That's not so in your face, if you will. That way you know you're under attack somewhere, but it's a minor, you know, you lost a minion or something, right? You know what? Let's do this then. Oh crap! That could have been bad if I hadn't noticed that.
I was waiting to see how long it would take you to notice.
Yeah. I didn't notice it was... I knew it was gone, but I didn't notice it hadn't connected through or whatever. My man, get out of this corner. You're doing nothing back here.
Two watchtowers? I don't have trebuchets. What are you...
You're still complaining about the watchtower, but you wrecked the last one like it wasn't even there.
I had to manually go after it, which meant that my troops weren't being commanded properly, so I just lost all of them.
Ah, I gotcha. Okay, this is not going to be good for either one of us, I have a feeling. There's going to be some economic loss happening right here. Dang, you got enough archers. See, it was good that I had these watchtowers.
No. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now I can place down more gold.
Even more gold? You don't have them all filled yet?
No.
I figured you would.
It's probably filling mine.
Yeah. There needs to be a sound effect for the gates going up and down.
You could just reuse a piston or something.
Yeah. It just needs to do something so there's that extra feedback. Gosh, I need this even. Just something. Give me something.
The watchtowers, they just give you so much. Like, Fiery didn't have watchtowers; he just had walls, and I was able to cut through. But you have to have watchtowers on both sides of your wall.
Yes. The walls with their new height, they basically make watchtowers on the inside pointless because they're gonna go through your wall still. You're not gonna stop somebody from going through a wall with that.
Yeah, but you need watchtowers on the outside of your wall.
Yes. But they're just resource sinks as well, right? I'm gonna have to keep spawning these. You're gonna eventually get through them.
That's
And they
the
are
goal.
not cheap, huh?
That's the goal.
Wait a minute, you're complaining about my watchtowers. I see 2 watchtowers over there that are yellow watchtowers.
Yeah, I had to put those up because you put up 4 of your own watchtowers.
Cookie clicker.
That means he's buying a bunch of troops.
It does mean I'm buying a bunch of troops. And that pathfinding is starting to annoy me. Some of my guys are going and standing in the corner instead of coming out to battle.
Horses don't seem to be that useful anymore.
I would say they're probably very targeted in what you want to use them for. Oh god, no! He's back with more!
Well, they were only meant to be a counter for archers, so.
Oh man. Okay, we're closing the gate, boys. Sorry. Oh no, gate has been breached. Watchtower's destroyed. This is where it would be nice if I had a bow, so I could be part of the battle right here.
Can't
Shooting
get a
down.
bow. It would be kind of OP if you can get a pike.
I swear CZ is a master of the war of attrition.
This isn't War of Attrition. War of Attrition is like just is turtling. This is the anti-turtle.
Spit out anything we can spit out, boys. We're in for Portal of Pain. No, I need more gold. Oh no. Wait, kill CZ.
No! Well, you have so many barracks and things in there.
Yeah, I was trying to make unit production fast, right?
Oh my gosh.
Come on, boys, we're doing what we can with what we've got.
Pikemen take too much gold.
I don't know, they're so powerful. And remember, gold production will go up.
Gold production will go up?
Yeah, because right now it's producing 1.
I mean, yeah,
Per month.
everything should go up.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. If everything goes up, we could play on some smaller maps. That would be the thing. We wouldn't need such large maps because we wouldn't need as many buildings.
True.
I really want a select all within 5 blocks.
Smaller range.
Yeah.
Do that one. No! Oh, whoa! What the heck? What happened?
What in the world? We must. Okay, that's a bug.
Did you? What?
I didn't do anything. That's a huge bug. We must have saved a tower as a gate.
Oh! It died and turned into a gate.
Yep.
Okay, I thought like I teleported inside your building or something. I
Okay,
didn't know.
Hang on. Let's pause while I figure out what blocks to hit.
Wow.
So that's a bug.
Yeah, it's
That was a hilarious bug.
pretty serious, but
That was hilarious. Oh my god, you should have seen it from out here.
my strategy was get past everything and then try and do some kind of damage to CZ's base, right? And I'm just all of a sudden inside a building.
Well, if you think about it, it's slowly killing his wall.
Oh, okay. Are you sorted over there? Can I keep doing stuff?
No, I'm.
Okay.
I am not building any more units right now. Just give
Yeah.
me a minute to figure out how to fix this. I won't put another gate back.
There's no way
Okay.
for you to go through the wall then.
There's actually no way for me to destroy the tower either.
There's
So
blocks
it's
on it.
invulnerable?
Well, no, it doesn't have target blocks.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Why
Because
not?
the 50% segment doesn't. Oh no.
The tower has no 50%. It should just be destroyed.
Well, this tower has no. This tower has no target entities. Fiery can confirm.
Yep. It is
Just-
completely empty.
Punch a hole through it in creative and let's get back to playing.
Well, I mean, it's open. It's just I can't actually gate off my area now, so we can get back to playing.
Okay, good. I can come kill you easier now. Yes, that is the sound of unit recruitment.
Didn't say it sounded like the drums of war.
I'm surprised you were able to recover.
Thanks.
And I haven't seen past your wall yet, but
Well, he
Oh.
actually had troops made. That was the thing. I didn't have any troops made at all. If I would have had troops made, I probably could have made a stand.
well, do you have troops with you, Tech?
What are you talking about?
Do you have troops with you?
Maybe. Nope. 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 Those are pikemen.
I'm watching the battle from underneath. It's kind of cool.
Where'd you go, Tech?
Probably not far enough or fast enough. Nope. 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 This is bad. This is very bad.
I don't think you actually destroyed one.
No, I didn't. Your lancers were not part of my plan. Let's put it that way, because they're too fast. Like they basically stay behind you. You'd have to run
That's
like
good.
the
That's
whole
what,
map.
That's what they need to do.
They're like a wolf pack.
Oh no, no, not in the front too.
You scattered all my units now and distracted me, though.
Perfect.
Let's see. We need
Thank
some
you.
More. Need some more lancers.
Now I got to see what damage you did to my place while I was gone, because I was getting messages.
Just step outside your door.
Yeah. What door?
I was on on my way there and had to just turn around. I just sent my guys in and left them.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, they did stuff because like they were sending messages.
Oh, really? Okay, good. I didn't know if I got them in close enough.
Doesn't look like they did too much, but they did stuff. Okay, time for a new strategy, guys. Oh boy. And no, this was not the strategy, but it is now.
Well, you really got it all kind of screwed up.
It's okay. The heck? That guy was really had it for me. Did you command him on me or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, oh boy. Eat that. Yes.
They're going for your archery range, so I'm fine with that. Gosh, I need to eat my dinner.
They're going for your archery range underneath my watchtower, so it's fine.
It's fine.
They're not doing anything to it, actually. They're just sitting there. They don't know how to get around it or something. I don't know. That was close. If you need to leave, Susie, that's fine.
He just wants an easy victory.
I forgot about my dinner.
See, this if this were a real RTS, I would have the time to get to where I need to go to do some things that I can't do right now. Because I have to run across the map in order to do stuff. Oh, God, no.
What are you doing? Why are you placing walls down?
Try to keep you in so I can do anything. By the time
just
I
place that on top of me.
Good.
What are you?
No, no,
That is
no,
Really?
no.
This is really annoying.
Oh no, oh no, oh no! Don't go that way. Holy crap, there's so many of them. Now my only problem is those alerts I'm seeing, I'm not sure if they're back home or in my place, right?
Tech, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, I know.
You are so doing the wrong thing right now.
Well, for many reasons, right?
Mine side destroyed. Did you actually sneak back? You did.
So am I doing the wrong thing, Fiery?
Go, go! You know what I'm talking about. Trying not to say it and be an ass.
Is this it?
Yes.
'Cause holy
No,
crap.
Go away up from. Get off my town hall.
Faster!
Yeah, I see it. The only problem is his town hall is straight through. He can get through it so easy.
Tech behind you.
Oh man. I just gotta disrupt.
I gotta start being fair again. I can't help you anymore.
And this is where, like, I'm on the run. I can't be recruiting units right now, and I have resources, so I could, right?
And I am. So you're gonna die. Get up to the gate here. Where'd you go? You know what? I'm just gonna go for your town hall. Let's... No, my horses went up the tower. Get off my gold.
This is where it's really gonna hurt. So I was trying to do this earlier, but
Hey, what I told you to do, did you do it? Did you good?
oh yeah, no, like it helped because this and that is what I need to be doing. Yep, I thought that one would go quick because earlier. And I can do this.
Take a flight over here and see how. Ooh, ah.
Oh no. I know this is gonna come so freaking close, CZ.
I'm watching right now and I'm not gonna say anything.
Every little piece helps here. Oh man, oh man. Yes! Just barely.
Actually,
Oh.
he had a couple of them to go yet.
So
Last
CZ,
that left.
that was amazing.
I don't think that was a gentleman's game. Heck.
Says the guy who rushed me.
No. That is a legitimate RTS strategy. You playing Minecraft and sneaking behind everything is not a legitimate
Yeah.
RTS strategy.
That was a move of desperation because I couldn't gather my forces in any mass before you'd be attacking me again. I was on the defense that entire time after that.
Yeah. I had you beat. It's just I forgot that you can play Minecraft.
Yeah.
Because I was playing an RTS. I'll be right back.
He was able to destroy all of the walls I built. Look, okay, let's look at resources real quick. Green has 1 billion gold, but that's fiery, so his stuff's been going the whole time. CZ was yellow, so he only has 78 gold right now, but he had a ton of gold production before I took all of it out. So had I not gone for your town hall and just focused on your gold, now would be my opportunity to come back and push against you, right? Because your gold's gone. So you'd have to go back and place all your gold down while I still have gold production.
I had enough units though to rush through.
Oh yeah.
and- So between my reserves and what I had, and I had already taken down your walls and most of your watchtowers, I think. So I could, and you didn't really have any units. So if I could properly retreat my guys through to your town hall, I could legitimately win with units.
No doubt. No doubt. I seriously thought that you were going to win that race to the town halls. I thought you knew I was in there doing that, so I figured you were doing the same thing to me. And you had the advantage of you could have brought troops with you, right? And had them do it. It was just me with my sword.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't retreat your troops with you, CZ.
I did. I just dropped them at the gates so that they could do some damage.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think they're probably not still alive, but they were over. Oh no, I still have 19 alive somewhere.
There's some back along the way and some just outside your gates, basically.
Yeah, because
And then
they can't
some
keep up
scattered
with you.
guys.
So I can run faster than they can. So if I want to move with troops, I'm going to be slower than you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
We probably shouldn't give the player a diamond sword.
You think? So I did that so that you could defend yourself, right? When there's a horde coming at you.
I don't know. I don't think you should be able to sneak behind the lines as a player and do it. I think you could sneak behind with units and do it. But as a player, I don't think you should be able to just play Minecraft.
Most RTSs are the way you're describing. There are a few, though, where you can be first person as well, or possess one of your units and control them.
Yep. I can confirm that. I've played them before.
But most are the way you describe, where you're just a third-person observer to everything, or a general, right? You don't actually do things. Did the town hall... The town hall broke the map back here. You had it so close to the wall, it removed part of the wall. That's probably a bug. Yeah, Gazer has a very, very valid point. If watchtowers hit players, you'd never, as a player, be able to run past them and ignore them. Right? So,
True.
them targeting players is a
However,
necessity,
at
I
that
think.
rate, should we make them immune to player damage, if at all possible? Since they are immune, or since they don't shoot at players then?
Oh.
Because that's kind of an unfair advantage.
It is. Like, you can hold your troops back and then go up there and attack it. Maybe we just need to rethink how this works, too. Maybe you need to be creative or something instead of survival. or something like creative where you can fly around. I kind of like that you can play Minecraft still and need to defend yourself and could be killed and all this.
It would be better though if you didn't have to be in the game, because then you could fly around and be in places faster.
Yeah. If you could fly at the speed of spectator mode, yes.
Yeah.
Gazer says play is good.
So basically, all I needed to do to prevent that was place a couple watchtowers and a bunch of archers right outside my town hall, and some lancers. If I put like 20 troops around my town hall, then the lancers are faster than you, so they would wear you down, and the archers would cover you once you ran out of stamina. So you would not be able to do that.
If there's a lancer chasing me, I cannot stop, or they will catch up to me. So I can't.
Yeah.
I can't
So-
eat. Right.
If I had a
Take it.
couple, like maybe 5 lancers there, and maybe like 10 or 15 archers, then the lancers would run you out of stamina, and they would either run you out of my territory, they would kill you, or they would run you down and the archers would kill you. So
Yeah.
I think the defense right now for that is you just have to position some units outside your town hall. And that was the fatal flaw in my strategy. And yours. But
Yeah.
fatal flaw in mine.
I think also, had 3 watchtowers. Had they shot at me, there would be no hope for me getting past 3 of them things. They would target me and just ping me back. I physically couldn't walk forward. Even if I could absorb the damage, I wouldn't be able to get past them. 2v2 would be a good test. How's that, Gazer? I don't know that we have time for another one. How long that one take? Like an hour and a half or something? One attack, one... Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. One could be the general actually commanding the armies, and another one could be preparing the armies and the economy. Because that's another thing. I'm assuming somewhere, CZ, you put down unit production or economy. Or did you not, outside of your base?
Outside of my base, just the one to harass you. Everything else was inside. I should have made a forward operating base and
Yeah.
started going from there, and then that would be the main target instead of my city or whatever this area is. This is also just really big. You kind of waste a little bit of time running back and forth from your resource. Like the gold is at the back of the thing, and I put all of my units and stuff at the front, and I'm mounting attacks on you, so I wasted a lot of time if I wanted to go back and build more gold. And then I didn't even bother going over to Fieries or any of the resource nodes in the middle. Wait, there's none in the middle. Any of the other resource nodes, I didn't bother going there because it's just so far away.
Yeah. The middle in this is just a time sink to have to run through, unless
Yep.
you build a forward operating base.
Yeah. So if we played again, that's probably what I would do. Because I think you have to build a little area out in the middle that is yours that you can use and mount attacks from. And maybe it's the first target of your enemies instead of your main area. You can set up a bunch of walls and stuff for your main area.
Gazer saying bloody peasants. So apparently we're not talking something right in his RTS mind. Gazer, I agree with you. Like, it is fun to play first player person. Yeah, as part of the battle, you're the general like that. I think I did it, but what I did was a move of desperation. There was no way for me to win, right? So me going into his base and doing it myself was the only way for me to even stand a chance.
And I should have just recognized that you were doing that and positioned units to guard my base to just counter that, and then I would have
Especially
checkmate.
Especially after the first attack I did on it. Like, I expected fully to... I went and got your gold because I didn't think I'd be able to go back near your town hall then. So I figured you'd have 10 archers there just waiting for me to come back. I think the playing Minecraft aspects get fixed with two things. You know, our own strategy, right? And then watchtowers targeting players. I don't see any reason why they shouldn't. If we're gonna have them be expensive, and they felt expensive, right? I didn't want to go for one all the time. In fact, how much are they? Defensive. It's 15 gold. And more importantly, the other cost, the 125 wood. That's a lot of wood.
I would like to know if these resource buildings are really just producing one per building, or if they're actually what we think they are, because it doesn't feel like they're producing one. It feels like they're producing more than one, but they're still not producing enough. Or actually, I was fine once I got my production set up. I didn't feel too limited.
So let's see here. The town hall is configurable. So the town hall configs, I think it's set to 5 for everything by default.
I'm gonna go fix the gate.
Yeah, it's 5555110 for its resources from the town hall. Everything else is 1. I'm looking at the code right now. It gets the number of farms, multiplies it by 1. Gets the number of lumber yards, multiplies it by 1. Gets the number of mine sites, multiply it by 1. Okay, so Gazer's saying horses outpace players with upgrade. That would be epic. Also, each stable spawns 1 normal horse, a scale 1, or scan 1 to travel. Oh, for like the
normal
player?
horse for player to travel. That would be interesting.
It would die though.
It would die, but maybe there's just a horse in the stable all the time.
Is it going to be a random horse though? Because I mean, what happens if one player gets a really crappy horse and the other one doesn't?
True. I don't know if there's
Okay,
any-
we need to test the gate again. Well, like we need to load the structure on again. I just resaved them, and we need to test the red gate and make sure that it actually despawns correctly.
That was red.
Oh, you were red? I was yellow.
You were yellow.
Okay, okay. Gate yellow 100. There's that. Gate yellow 0. There's that. Wall steps yellow 100. There's that one.
So I didn't even think about it at all during that match because I was having too much fun. But what about the no pushing stuff? You got to see how they came out all 1-to-1 block and piled up on each other.
I think it's good.
Yeah, I don't see any problem with it.
The formations are a lot neater, and I like that. And that's it's really nice to play with it, with the formations being so tight and in uniform. They quickly can go through one wide doors now. They will go up the towers accidentally and get stuck on the second floor, but there's not really a whole lot we can do against that. Normally you shouldn't be going through a tower. My situation was just unique.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm able to
wall
get them
steps,
down
sorry.
from towers. I've successfully done that, so maybe you just needed to command them back out through the door or something.
Maybe I was panicking.
Here you go.
I'll be back.
I'm not fond of the cookie clicker thing still, but
There should be a button that just lets you infinitely spawn. And I think that will fix the spam clicking. Oh, did you close the server?
no, the server's still there. Hey, Fusion.
I can't fail to synchronize registry data from server. Closing connection.
Which server you all trying to connect to?
The one that we were just playing on.
Are you on the same build?
I mean, I didn't close out Minecraft and go to a different build.
Oh,
I went to the build server and I tried to go back, and now
That's
I'm getting this error.
I've only seen that before when I've like added a network packet between builds.
Let me restart Minecraft. Same build.
Another bug. Jeez,
So did we make any issues? We need issues.
Oh no, we need issues. Yeah. Watchtower shoot players issue. The one that you're trying to fix. You said that's already on the build server now, though. The new structure
I
file.
resaved it on the build server. Yeah.
Let me pull it down to my local. Get that fixed there.
Gazer and I guess Fiery too. What do you guys think of? Oh, and Eagle. Forgot you were here. What do you guys think of changing the farm to be a small kind of villager's house with an even smaller farm attached? And then the house will be themed for each build style. So it'll kind of look more like a town or a civilization once you start building up all of your food supply. A telescope for the commander from the wall, Gazer says.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm not sure how to achieve that though, Gazer. I know Optifine does it, but I don't know how you can do it. Sure, there's a way. I just noob, I guess. Okay, I might disconnect from the server. Eagle's response is, I don't know. Unfortunately, Eagle's internet the last couple times we've tried to play has prevented him from even being able to play the game at all. Like, he'll connect and just immediately get disconnected. Yeah. Gazer's thinking along the same lines as I had mentioned before. Although, Gazer, I need a game with you on so we can get massive numbers like we do. And see how laggy it is now. Because I've been doing things to try and remove possible causes of lag.
But unless everybody turtles, like, I don't think you're really going to have massive numbers, because you and I were constantly training. Well, I was constantly training units and constantly attacking you. And
Yeah.
that meant that it kind of held you down and forced you into that move. So if you're... yeah, I mean, I guess turtle is a legitimate strategy. So if you do turtle, then you will get the massive numbers. But that's the only way where you're gonna have like 200 v 200.
I think if it was a 4v4 and 3 of us all attacked one guy, or 2 of us attacked one guy, that would be how it happened. Somebody just sit back there and build my army waiting for these other fools to be done fighting, and then boom, right? So it will happen. And that's why I'm trying to optimize it the best I can, because there's no reason not to, right? Other than the guys stacking up on each other, that's about it.
I'm back.
You didn't like the rally point. And the rally point thing, it's something I could do something about, but I'm not sure it's a big enough issue for it. Like, I could calculate, okay, there's a guy there, go there, that kind of thing, and just kind of like spread them around. Yeah, exactly. Just set their spot just within a couple blocks of where they're supposed to be. Okay, so what team was it? It was yellow, right? Team join.
Yeah, the farm right now is 2 blocks wider than it should be. The structure file is.
Gotcha. And let's make that tight. Tell me what the numbers are, and I'll bump it up by 1 so that we still have the clearance we need. And then we'll use that. So I've just...
Oh, it's 2 blocks wider because it has to be a square.
Yeah, we might be able to get away with not being square.
No, We have a standard. We need to stick to it.
We set that standard because I thought it'd be hard, but I think I can probably deal with it if I really needed to.
Because the vanilla farm is not square, so that's where it's coming from.
Gotcha. The gate was the issue, right? The gate caused the stair thing to go? Or
Yeah, it was yellow gate turning into a yellow gate 0, and it ended up becoming a tower 0, or
tower
there was a
full,
tower 100, but it had no target box on it.
which is
It's a
even weirder.
wall stairs. It turned into.
Yeah, wall steps. Sorry.
It did it again. What the heck?
You got fresh structures on?
I thought I did, but let me refresh it and make sure that Eclipse picked them up. And also, I need to look at the gate and make sure I didn't make any stupid typos in the builder item. Builder items, gate. No, it's gate for sure. Okay. So let's restart one more time. After refreshing. And the timestamps on the files. Wall steps yellow and 0. Okay. 100 and 0.
The yellow gate is scanning not. That's weird. The structure block is not scanning the normal thing. It's doing that like offset invisible block
That's what's
thing.
wrong though.
For the gate 100. For the gate 0, it's fine. It makes no sense.
Wait, you grabbed wall steps and got new wall steps, right? That's
I went from a gate into a wall steps.
okay. I grabbed the wall step because that was the most recent 2 files. I need to grab the gate from the server because that was the issue. The gate 0.
Yeah, get a gate 100 for yellow and get a gate 0 for yellow, and see if it goes through.
Yeah, the gate 100 should be fine because it placed fine. And also you didn't change it anyway because there's no timestamp on it. Changed. Okay, let's try this now. This should hopefully fix it. And while I'm in here, was there an issue open for the towers not targeting players?
I think we had a watchtower issue at some point. I don't know what happened to it.
Because that should be easy enough for me to just, within a couple minutes, get that thing shooting people. Oh, it's not there. It's down here. Oh, watch tile entity. There we go.
Is there an issue for tabbed layout already? Because I think we need that. We're switching between stuff a lot now. So.
Yeah. There's not an issue for it, but yeah, I agree. It needs to be one.
Okay, I'll make one.
It's the living entity from that. It's actually a player entity. Let's not place down any watchtowers. Let's just do this gate.
And we might even want to put put some sort of icon on the top of each tab, so that you don't need to put those in the lang file, unless they're already in the lang file.
Like what? No, there's not a link.
The
file
button
yet.
text.
Yeah. What I'll probably do is I would like it to be an image, and when you hover over it, it says something, so you know This is troop production or something.
Oh yeah, like the Minecraft
Creative
tabs.
tabs, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that gate is now corrected. It went to the 0 state just fine. Okay, so if we've got a player class found, we're going to get a list of them. If it's not null and should continue, meaning we haven't already found one, then take that player entity. We don't need to cast it to a unit type because we don't care. And if the... Let's rename this player entity. It's called P. PE get team is not null and it's not on the same team as this team, then we can also check if we should continue. If we should, then we shoot at it. And shoot is expecting a living entity, so it'll work for anything. Duplicate variable name E.
I'm gonna close resource storage because I don't think that's gonna be a thing for this game. It's gonna be much more Age of Empires style. Right now, it's just an issue that's cluttering the list.
Yeah, right now it's something that would be low on my list to do. Let's put it that way, because there's lots of other more critical things I think for the overall gameplay.
Well, and there's just more interesting things for the overall gameplay.
Yeah.
I don't think it would add anything more than just another sort of logistical challenge.
It stops somebody from having 5,000 wood and you take out all of his wood production and him still being in the fight.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That's the only thing that does, is if you were to kill that resource storage, then the resources go away. I guess I should have looked at my comment here because I had this in the thing already at one point and took it out apparently. But I recreated it anyway. And it's looking like it's doing pretty much the same thing, so that's cool. Except for it wouldn't have worked with teams, so it's good I did this. Yeah. Okay, so if I put down a watchtower, I won't have any way of knowing if this works or not, because I'm a single player. So let's get the team portion out of there. Just temporarily, like that. And it starts shooting at me, cool. And I see one bug I also want to change for, and let's see if PE dot creative, not creative. That way we don't get shot at by it in creative mode. I should do that. Okay. Fix gate for yellow not getting destroyed correctly.
How'd the walls play? And fiery too, I guess.
I thought they were pretty good.
They were fine. They might have been a little easy to take down, and I think having a alert that things are getting attacked before they're destroyed would be good. I'm not sure how to accomplish that so that you don't get spammed every time it gets attacked. But I didn't know you were coming through my wall till the first one fell.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix that either, because if you make it to where the player gets a chat message whenever any of their structures are being attacked,
Yeah.
then I can have one unit there and just have him spam to make you think that you're being attacked. I could spawn a barracks right outside of your walls and just
Yeah.
spawn a unit there.
Put a
every
rally
once in
point
a
around the
while.
corner. Yeah.
Yeah, and put a rally point there just that he goes and attacks, and you'll think that you're under attack constantly, and that'll make you distracted from what you need to do. And I don't think that that's really what we want.
But at the same time, if I were to constantly be having that happen, it was just one guy, and I come over there and kill that one guy. The second or third time, I'm looking for why that's happening, right? I'm gonna go out and look for that barracks, because that, like you said, is a distraction, and you don't want that distraction, and you also don't want your enemy to have a barracks right outside your base.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess I would be paying for the cost of the barracks in that scenario, just writing it off.
Yeah.
And I did that in this game. So I don't know, maybe you would just want a spam message for when something's being attacked. Maybe you would want a message once it takes like 3 hits in a row or something. But I think the walls themselves, their placement's really good. I like the palettes now are distinctive enough to me, and it fits with the tribal style.
Mhm.
And
If
And
anything were to be tweaked, that'd be their health. They might need more health.
they might need a little bit more help. I was just about to say that. The watchtowers seemed a lot more significant to take down than the walls.
Let's check their. Go ahead.
It was a lot. They seemed like they had a lot more health. So I had to really camp those out. And the walls, I could just let my guys go in.
Structure health wall is set to 400. Structure health wall tower is set to 300. So the watchtower actually has less health, but each individual block is still the same amount, contributing the same amount of health.
The watchtower does have less health.
Yes, 300. But also you have to kill every block on that one. For the wall, you just have to you have to deal 400 damage to it across any of the targets.
So I think with that, I'm going to close the walls issue, because they seem to work really well, and any sort of health balancing is going to be a different task.
Which issue is it? Just that it's
It's
needs to be
just
added.
new structure walls added,
Yeah.
but need some work still. Then we changed some textures, and then you changed you changed them again to make them follow the terrain. So you've implemented that, and I think you've done it. So we'll tick it off the list.
Yeah.
All right, Fire, you want to help me theme some stables? Because I don't know what to do.
What do you need to do?
I want to take the stables for red and for green and theme them to the tribes, because you already did the yellow and blue.
Yeah, give me like 10 seconds.
And the
That's fast,
watchtowers
Fire.
too. 10 seconds, yeah. You'll come
Well,
up
it
with
was
it in 10
literally
seconds.
how long I had left in my game.
Well,
Dang it, didn't beat my score.
Hey, you got it at 4 out of 5? How'd you do that? Okay. How? Oh, you added checkboxes to them.
yeah. That's why I said I fixed your markdown.
I didn't know you could even do that.
Yeah, I'm learning too.
I like that.
And then I just copied all of the relevant commits. I know it's not really necessary, but since I didn't reference them in the commit title, I just copied them all there for bookkeeping purposes.
Yeah. So I love having the references back to the commits that do things. So that's perfect. Because on the commit itself, it'll also say something about the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 160. No, wait, that's not it.
Well, and if you say it addresses issue, then it will. I think it's automatically linked back and forth. But I don't. I think for these, I just said that I added Watchtower, or because it's like a sub part of the issue, so I linked all of them back to that overall issue.
Cool. Do we? We don't. At some point, we either need to add the wiki on here, or set up its own wiki page, or add the README to the mod from the Strata document that we had.
Yeah. So I have one of the things that I want to do is make the README markdown on the main page, and then when I basically have 2 weeks off work after this week,
Mhm.
I'm gonna learn Anvil, which is a Python web development framework.
Okay.
You do front and back end and everything all in Python. So I'm gonna learn that. I'm gonna use like the RTS Craft Wiki as my example case to just kind of play with this and learn how to do it. So we might end up using that in the long term, or I will at least have all of the source material so that we can throw it onto another wiki.
Okay. Works for me. There is wikis on GitHub that
Yeah. Yep.
is super simple to use. At least it seemed like it. Except for the formatting, because it still uses Markdown instead of actual formatting.
Yeah. So if I do it in Anvil, then we could have some fancier stuff like example game stat plots and thing. We could have animated GIFs, and I mean I guess we could do that on the wiki too.
Yeah, you just have to upload it to GitHub. That's all.
It'll be a lot cleaner if we have it on its own site, and I'd want to learn the web stuff anyway. So, two birds.
Part of my own saying we need the wiki is at some point we need to create a page on CurseForge for the mod itself, and the description from Strata is probably the best thing we could do. Or at least last I remember it. Now,
What is it called?
Huh?
I forgot what I wrote there.
I kind of forget what you wrote too, but I was impressed by it when I read it the first time.
It's a
It
forward
has a
mod for
nice
Minecraft
description.
1.14, which allows you to play a strategy war game in any world, complete with any tactical army units, defendable objectives, and win conditions. But that's not completely true right now, but
Well, yeah, it's a. Yeah. So I guess that needs to be an issue at some point. The actual win condition needs to trigger an event. So when Yellow's Town Hall falls, everyone on Yellow needs to be kicked into spectator, so they can't play anymore, right? All of Yellow's
and all the
buildings
Yellow's units need to just die.
to do self-destruct. Yeah, the
I
buildings.
think you could
everything.
leave the buildings there, but the units need to just die.
I think the buildings need to fall so that someone else could use those spots without having to kill them. Right, so if you're extracting gold from a gold spot, I don't want to have to kill your gold spot just because you died. You should die. Problem is, when someone dies, if we kill everything all in the same time, everything's going to be laggy for a second. So. But I think that's all for me on stream, guys. So, good night, everybody. Is there anything else you want to say before we go? You're probably gonna see this like 30 seconds later, if you're even
of
awake.
course he's gonna say quack. I mean,
He's already said quack though.
Why can't he say that more? Oh, Gazer, Transport Fever 2 is out now, and it's really good. So, if you want another train game for the holiday season, I recommend it. I don't have number 2, but I definitely enjoyed number 1.
Oh, and Gazer Boneworks, which I think I seen you in one day, so you probably already know that. But Bye, everyone.